Last night, my daughter had a paranormal experience in the exact same room that I did, and we're about to talk about it. I will reshare my paranormal experience with you on another video. Anyways, back to the story time. This is my daughter, Sky.
So, a few days ago, my grandma randomly gets COVID. No signs, no nothing for the past few days. It's just her getting COVID. So, after coming to realize that, we've, kept our distance. And then the next day, directly after that, I've been beginning to start having nightmares. Nightmares specifically about something walking around the house, following me. And at first, it freaks me out. I was like, maybe just a one-time thing. I don't dream often. I don't get nightmares at all. And so I go to sleep the next day. And that next day, of course, the same nightmare. Usually when I have nightmares, I usually get them for the next few days. The same nightmare, something very similar. It's kind of like a story. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. It just adds on. And it just gets really repetitive. But this one, it was the same exact one. So the next few days had been pretty similar. The same nightmares, the same crap. And this night, last night, I am sick of it. I want to go to bed. I stayed up a bit too late, and I just want to lay down. So I turn off my Xbox, I turn off my phone, I put my phone on the charger, I lay down in my bed. The house is quiet. My mom's asleep, the baby's asleep, my little brother is asleep, and my little sister is in my grandparents' house staying the night. Like, sometimes they usually do over the week. My mom's husband is not home. He is somewhere else, probably working on something like he usually does, but he is not home. So I'm laying in bed, usually dead silent, except for the screeching outside of my window. So yeah, pretty dead silent until I heard the screaming. I was pretty confused. I thought it was maybe my little brother snoring in the living room, but no. It was outside of my window in the woods that we live directly next to. So at first I'm just, confused. What the heck's out there? What's going on? Why are you doing that? Stop it. I'm trying to sleep. And I'm tossing and turning. And then I just stop moving. I cannot bring myself to move. There's a big pressure outside of my window. And I stay still, listening to the constant yelp, screaming, nails on chalkboard, screech outside of my window for the past 2 hours. It was maybe 4 or 5 in the morning now that I've been hearing this screaming. And all of a sudden, I cannot move at all. I can't turn my head. I cannot get out from under my blanket. There is something at my window shuffling around. And then I hear the last 2 footsteps of something standing directly under my window. As soon as I hear those last few footsteps standing under my window, I am completely frozen. I am shivering. I am scared. I have my head under my blankets and pillow. I do not know what to do. I am frozen stiff. I cannot look physically next to me if I wanted to. The pressure is so strong. It's like something weighing down on top of me like a weighted blanket. And it was terrifying. I physically cannot look next to me. I don't know what to do. I cannot look in the direction of my window. There's something standing under it trying to get in. And I know it because it just stands there. It's just waiting for me to move. A few minutes of that goes by. I'm waiting for that pressure to leave. And it does for, say, 2-3 minutes. I grab my phone and I quickly go back under the blankets. I do not know what to do. I am scrolling on my phone looking for anyone to text. And so I pull up my grandpa. I'm texting him like, hey, can you come around? Can you go see what's out there? I hear screaming. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. So after my grandpa goes and checks, I am, still in my bed. He texted me. There's nothing out there. And then the sound continues. It gets louder, closer, like it's stalking me, tormenting me. And I don't know what to do. I'm just frozen in place. I'm still frozen in place in my bed. The pressure is gone only momentarily, and my phone is at 5%. I'm breathing heavily. I'm checking my phone. See my grandpa text me. He did not. I look to the door, and I spot an opportunity to run out of there. I don't want anything looking back into my window, trying to get inside, or just tormenting me anymore. So I quickly grab my phone and my charger, I unlock my door, and I run out. I close the door behind me, I lock it, and then I run into the living room where my brother is. He's not asleep, but he has not made a noise. He's just sitting there on the couch, trying to go to sleep, but he can't seem to sleep either, for no reason at all. My brother's playing on his phone, but the volume's turned off, and I just sigh, put my phone on the charger in the bathroom, and I just go lay on the couch. I am tired. I want to go to bed, but I can't seem to stop twisting and turning or just listen to the constant screaming outside of my window. My brother asked me what I'm doing. I tell him I'm going to sleep, and I ask him if he wants to lay down with me. He said, yeah. He turns off his phone. He hops into bed with me. It's like 5 in the morning, maybe.
Go.
It's been 3 hours, and I am still not asleep. My eyes are bloodshot, and I cannot fall asleep. My brother is in my arms on the couch, and we're just talking. So, brother is in my arms, I am on the couch, it's burning hot in the room, we don't know why. We're just talking, and then suddenly something beeps, and then his phone starts buzzing on the couch. So his phone is just glitching out on the chair across from us, and we're just looking over like, what is that? What's going on? And I hear shuffling outside next to the window by the front door. At first I'm like, maybe it's just the wind, because we did have a storm earlier that night, but the wind had stopped a long time ago. So I hear the shuffling outside. It's quiet at first, but it's just right up against the wall. And my brother's phone is buzzing, but it just stops. It goes black again. The presence in the kitchen is just so strong. I don't understand it. It felt like something was right there physically, but you couldn't see it. It was just a presence. Just a whole wall of something right there blocking the doorway. And my brother is just cooped up against me. He says that he hears a cup move, and I get confused at first. I was like, maybe he's just lying, making it up so he, can scare me, because he's a little butthead. That's what he does. But he was scared. He was shaking, and he was holding on to me for dear life. And that's when the presence gets really, really strong. The presence started to get stronger, and me and my brother are just whispering to each other. I'm trying to lighten the mood. I'm trying to talk to him, get him ready for bed, because it's late. It's 5 in the morning, and he needs to get to sleep. And the pressure, it's just there, just hovering over us. And I don't know how to explain it. It's just so weird, because my stomach starts to hurt. I mentioned it, of course. I looked down at my brother. I said, hey, my stomach's kind of hurting. How are you feeling? He says that, hey, my stomach hurts too. And so I'm just sitting there next to my brother. Like, my face is just like, what are you talking about? What do you mean your stomach hurts? Because I thought, as little kids do, that they would just lie to make it seem worse than it already is. But he was, like, hugging himself and, like, scooting up against my side. And after a few more, I'd say, seconds of me just whispering to him, there is something evil that I felt in that kitchen. It was hovering, getting closer, inching closer, and I was mad. I don't really know how to explain how mad I was. It was all of a sudden, too. It wasn't just building up. I just got angry. Like, my hairs on the back of my neck was standing up. Like, I had goosebumps. I was mad. Like, I wanted to lunge over at whatever was in that kitchen. I did not know why I was so angry. I shot up from the couch, and I'm just glaring at the kitchen. I scream out, whatever you are not welcome here. Get out of this house. And it falters. Yeah, but it is evil. Like, I don't know how to explain the sense of dread I felt staring into that kitchen, seeing how close it was. I could not sleep. I stayed up until 7 in the morning glaring at that kitchen while my brother fell asleep in my arms. He was trembling. I was angry. All of a sudden, too. Not because, I want to get some sleep. Not because whatever that noise was really annoying. That presence made me want to hop up and fight. I do not know what that thing was. But I could not sleep until 7 in the morning. I was laying on that couch, and I passed out from exhaustion. If I had any more energy left, I would be up. I would be awake. I would check that kitchen. But I had to pass out from how long I stood up working myself. That is my experience. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you've ever had something like this happen to you, make sure to leave us a comment and let us know. Make sure to like, share, and repost so we can share with other people our experiences. See you in the next video.